Happy Monday, everybody. On this week's video, I changed my mind. Um, One of my friends knows that I'm looking for a quilt to make a purse out of. And he found me one, and it is damaged. I don't want a quilt with a whole bunch of stains on it because I want to make a purse to carry. But I don't want one that's so beautiful that I would cry if I even attempted to cut it up. So he had found me a quilt and gave it to me. This quilt is more damaged than what I thought when I first looked at it. Um, I'm pretty sure it was a queen or a king size quilt, and they cut it in half. So anyways, as I was making this video and telling you how I was going to make a purse, I really started looking at it, and there's not hardly anything I could salvage. There might be a couple of things, but not. I want to make one of my bigger totes, and I don't have enough to do that. So his son works at a dog shelter, and I thought, why don't I just make some dog beds out of this? Because they don't have to look perfect. The dogs would love them, right? So that's what we're going to do. I'm trying to show you that you can make a bunch of things and with different items you wouldn't even think of to use. Um, when I would go to thrift stores, I would always look for t-shirts that had some type of logo on them, and I would make a purse out of that. I would make, I did make one of my friends a St. Louis Cardinals one before, but I gave that to her. I did not sell that. But, just stuff like that. Right now, I think there's a very hot trend going on with the dryer mats that you can get at Dollar Tree or something. And I'm not getting into that one. And like the bandanas, I did make one of those, and I have more bandanas to make more. But so this week, what I'm getting to is we're going to make, I think I could probably get probably one or two out of this, but this is what it looks like. Does anybody know what this kind of, covering up my microphone, sorry. Does anybody know what kind of print this is, like block this is? It kind of looks like a sailboat. But I don't know if I can pick any up on camera, but there's this you can pick up. There's a stain across there. This has been washed. I can tell. You can smell it. And then all down the middle, it looks like it's been folded and kept, because this goes perfectly down a fold line. And there's a bunch of yellowing and just different stains on it. So there wasn't enough usable space for me. But I think the dogs would really like it. That'll give them something nice and comfy to lay on. That's what we're going to work on this week. I was almost thinking about buying pillows to put in them, like just your really cheap thin pillows to stuff in them, or to put the polyfill or whatever that stuff is called in there. I can't decide what I want to do. I know they need to be washable, and I probably need to make them to where if I do put a pillow in them, you can pull the pillow out. So I do have a very small pillow. I could start with making a small one. Oh, I just ripped it. So I might try that. Or if I could put a zipper on it. I don't know. I have so many thoughts going through my head, and I wish I could be talking to you guys in the moment so that you could all be telling me what I need to do. But I'm gonna figure this out, and yeah, I'll get back to you. But before I get started on that, over the weekend I worked on some little dog bandanas, and I've got some medium ones and some large ones. I do have a craft fair coming up in September, and it's very, very dog friendly. And I wanted to get more bandanas done. I'll pop a picture of Jerry up here or here. He's my model. And for those of you new here, uh, my model, my my dog is Jerry, and he's sleeping right now. But yeah, he loves to model. Happy Wednesday. I seem to have gotten you all in a shadow here. So I looked online for measurements for a dog bed because I wanted to try to make the boxy corner, boxed around, and they're all over the place. So I just simply took a measurement and I cut it at 25 inches by 19, and then I cut the boxy part 4 inches. I don't know if this is going to work. My brain's not wrapping around this. Last week, if you watched my video, I made a rag quilt tote bag, and this is kind of the same concept, except for I've never done bottom and top. And I am also doing it in the rag quilt style so that I don't need to put a zipper in it because I bought stuffing. I actually bought a pillow that can be washed, although I do believe the pillow's too big. I can't get to the store right away to get me some of the poly stuffing, so I was in DG today and just grabbed your standard size pillow, but I think it might be too big for this. But if it's not, then I won't have to cut it up, but we shall see. So I honestly cannot wrap my brain around what I need to do. I need to pretend like I'm making a purse and then I'll be fine. But I have it cut out and I've got one side pinned on. So I know I need to sew this side, and then I need to take the other panel and sew it to the other side, correct? I guess we'll find out together on if this is going to work and how many times I'm going to have to rip it apart. But that's where we're going to start. And then I think I'm overthinking this way too much because I am way overthinking it. But let me look at my purse and analyze what I did there. And I will be back later. I think I have it figured out. I rewatched my video. Thank God I made that video. But anyways, I think I know what I need to do. So stay tuned and we will start working on that. Okay, let me show you how far I've made it so far. So this is like the side. This is what it will look like. And if I'm thinking correctly, now I'm going to, let me turn the camera around. I'm going to, this is it. Take this, yeah, and I will sew it on like this, but I will leave like this much, if you can tell where I'm pointing, like this much on each side. So then I think I have it wrong. Yeah, like that. So I can then turn it like that and sew up that side. And I will do another one on this side right here. And I'm thinking that when I sew that on, if I just sew to like right here to leave this open so I can put my other side on, if I'm thinking correctly. I feel like that's going to work. I wish somebody was here that knew what I was trying to do could help me right now. But this is the fun in trying to learn something you've never done before. I've done up until I've done the purse, I know how to do the sides right here, but I've never done a closure on the top. And that's where it's getting me. But I think I have it figured out. This is supposed to be for small dogs, and it's actually going to be quite big, I feel. But that's okay. Maybe a medium dog can get on here too. And I don't think I think I have enough left to maybe make a medium-sized one, but I don't think I have enough left to make a large. But we're going to try to get this done, hopefully, tonight. If not, maybe tomorrow. So stay tuned. Okay. Now I think I for sure have this figured out. I think it just takes a little, what do you call that? Trial and error on this. So I've got, if I lay it out, I've got both of these sides sewn on. I've got both the sides sewn on. I've got this is the longer side. It's sewn on. And then I went ahead and sewed on the last side, the long side. So if I'm thinking correctly, and this should work, if I simply take this and go ahead and sew it on here, or no, wait, I need to sew this first, don't I? See, now I'm confusing myself. Yes. No. Yes. I'm so sorry. But I'm pretty sure if I go ahead and sew the other long piece together, leave a little bit of a open, a gap here, then this will gap out like that. I can take this piece, go ahead and sew it onto here. Is it anybody following me on this? My train of thought? And then I will have it like this. And then I can simply just sew the sides up. Does that make more sense to everybody? I will do it, and then once I get this sewed up, I will say that this quilt has been very well loved, and the batting is thicker in some spots than others, and it's making it very hard to sew. But I think I've got this figured out again. Okay, let me see if I can explain this better. So I've got both of the sides, this one and this one, done. These are the long sides. And now I need to hook them together. So I had already sewn this part on, and now I'm going to just take it and sew it like this. So it'll still be open like that. Once I get it sewn here, then I can take it and sew down the sides. And that's why I left a little gap in between. That way I can sew straight off of here like that instead of having to stop. And then on the other side, I think I'll try to put the pillow in first and see if it's going to work or not. If the pillow's too big, then I will have to just cut out the stuffing and see how that goes. So let me give this a try and we'll be back. Okay. I got this done. See how it's boxy on the end and on the sides. And before I sewed up this, I wanted to see if the pillow would work. It's perfect. It fits right in there. It makes it, I don't know if you can see this, but it's going to be just fine. Because once it gets, all smushed around, it'll be just fine. That's pretty cool. This is actually a lot easier than I thought once I got out of my head about all of this. It's not too bad. I don't know if I've done this correctly. So if somebody in the comments can tell me, did I do this correct? Because I really don't know. I only know how to make a purse like this, not a, like I said, put the bottom and the top on. But I think for now, I'm going to go ahead and just attach this end, and I'll leave this open. Actually, I think I might sew one side and then cram the pillow in there. I was going to try to do a little bit and put the pillow in, but it's so fluffy. I don't think I can squeeze it in there, and I don't want to pop stitches or nothing. But I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to give it to my friend to give to the dog pound. I think I think this would fit a small to a medium dog, actually. It's actually a lot bigger than what I thought it would be. But I'm going to continue working on this. I'd like to get a cute picture of Jerry on it, but I think he's mad at me because he won't come out of the house. He's inside with my daughter and her little dog, Zara, and he doesn't want to have anything to do with me right now. And that also could be because he did not get to go to work today. He doesn't get to go on Wednesdays, so he's mad at me. But actually, I think I hear him at the door. Hang on. False alarm. It wasn't him. Our farm dog, Lucy, she likes to lay under my shed, and that was her knocking around. So anyways, I'm going to get this done and the pillow put in and try to sew up the pillow, and I'll be back to show you the finished product. Okay, I got it done. You can see why I didn't want to use this as a purse. I'm pretty sure this is where they've had it folded forever. And like I said, if anybody knows what this is, it looks like sailboats to me. If you could let me know. But yeah, it's done. It's like a standard size pillow. That's the size. I was going to go around and fray the edges like a rag quilt, but I should have done this before I put it together, and I was just in a hurry. I got one side done, and those little scissors really hurt my hand. And I wish I could find my good little scissors, but unfortunately they're lost in my shed forever. So this is what it looks like. That's one side, and here's the other. And as soon as Jerry's done being mad at me, I'll get a picture. I'll video him sitting on it. But I'm pretty proud of it. I really like how the boxy part came out. And I really think the dogs at the dog pound will love it. So, okay. Well, I'm going to get off of here, and I'll probably talk to you tomorrow at some point when I can get Jerry out here and he can try out the bed for me. So, see you tomorrow. Okay, I went and got Jerry from the house, and I think he likes it. Don't you, Jerry? You like the bed? Yeah. Happy Friday, everybody. I just wanted to let you all know that I got the dog bed delivered. I dropped it off to my friend, and his son works at the dog pound, and he's going to take it with him. I'm very excited for that. I do have enough left over to make Jerry a little bed for my work, because he does go to work with me every day except for Wednesdays, and I do have enough of this left. Now, as far as stuffing goes, because I have a lot of scrap fabric and scrap yarns that I can't use. I was thinking of filling it with that. But then I'm thinking that's going to take forever. So I'm not quite sure because his bed's not going to be as big as the one I just made because believe it or not, my boss, who is not an animal lover, loves Jerry and has requested for me to bring him to work and built him a wood dog bed to lift him up off the floor so he doesn't get cold. And it's just big enough for Jerry, and I meant to measure it before I left today and forgot. So I will have to wait till Monday to measure it and get him one made. And I might have enough stuffing to put in it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But anyways, I'm going to sign off now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just give it a like and a share. And I do get hype points now, which that just helps. If you give me hype points, they're free for you to give. That just helps get my video out more. And I would appreciate that too. So if I don't know if I said this because I'm rambling, just like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you all next Sunday.